Okay, in this lesson we're going to have a look at the 5 positions of the Lydian mode. The Lydian mode's built on the 4th degree of the diatonic major scale, so it's a major mode. If I play position 1 first, and we're going to be working in G Lydian for all these examples. Okay, so position 1 starts on the 2nd fret of the 6th string with the 1st finger. It's good to finish with a G major chord afterwards to give you an idea of the actual sound of the mode. Okay, so that's what Lydian sounds like. So let's have a closer look at position 1. So we start with that first finger on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, and that's followed by the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret and little finger on the 5th fret. Okay, then onto the 5th string, we've got 1st finger on the 2nd fret, followed by 3rd finger on the 4th, little finger on the 5th fret, and that pattern's repeated on the 4th string. Okay, so we've got. Then onto the 3rd string, we've got 2 notes, 1st finger on the 2nd fret, and then 3rd finger on the 4th fret. On the last 2 strings, we've got 1st finger on the 2nd fret, on the 2nd string, followed by the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret and little finger on the 5th fret, and that pattern's repeated on the top string as well. Okay, so from the top. Okay, and that's position 1, and the root note for this position is on that 3rd fret of the 6th string, played with the 2nd finger. That note's repeated with a little finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the top string. So those are your root notes. Okay, so that's position 1. Let's have a look at position 2. So now position 2 starts on the 5th fret of the 6th string with the 2nd finger. We've got 2 notes, that with the 2nd finger and then little finger on the 7th fret. Okay, and on the next 2 strings we've got 1st finger on the 4th fret, 2nd finger on the 5th fret and little finger on the 7th fret. Okay, and that's repeated on the 4th string. That's it from the top. Okay, and then on the 3rd string we've got 1st finger on the 4th fret, followed by the 3rd finger on the 6th fret and the little finger on the 7th fret. Okay. And then when we get onto the 2nd string, the 1st finger shifts up to that 5th fret. So we've got 1st finger there, and then 3rd finger on the 7th fret and little finger on the 8th fret. And then the last 2 notes on the top string, we've got 1st finger on the 5th and 3rd finger on the 7th. Okay, so I'll play that from the top. Okay, and the root note for that shape is played on that 4th string 5th fret with the 2nd finger, and that note's repeated on the 8th fret of the 2nd string with a little finger. Okay, so moving on to position 3. So this one starts with the 1st finger on the 7th fret. We've got that note there, and then 3rd finger on the 9th fret, and little finger on the 10th fret, and that pattern's repeated on the 5th string as well. Okay, and then on the 4th string we've got 2 notes, 1st finger on the 7th fret, and then 3rd finger on the 9th fret. Okay, so from the top. Okay, and then when we get to the 3rd string, the 1st finger has to take a step back onto that 6th fret. So we've got 1st finger and then 2nd finger on the 7th fret and little finger on the 9th fret. Okay, then on the 2nd string, the 1st finger moves back up to that 7th fret. We've got 1st finger, 2nd finger on the 8th fret, and little finger on the 10th fret. Okay, and then on the top string, we've got 1st finger on the 7th fret, third finger on the 9th fret and little finger on the 10th fret. Okay, so let's piece that together. Okay, and the root note in this position is played on the 10th fret with that little finger, and then that's repeated on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. Sorry, that was 10th fret on the 5th string, so that's a G, and then there's another G on that 2nd string 8th fret with the 2nd finger. Okay, so those are the root notes. So then moving on to position 4, so this one starts on the 9th fret, and we've got the first finger on the 9th, 2nd finger on the 10th, and then little finger on the 12th. And then that pattern is repeated on the 5th string as well. Okay, then onto the 4th string, we've got first finger on the 9th, third finger on the 11th, and little finger on the 12th. And that's repeated on the 3rd string as well. Okay, now onto the 2nd string, we've got 2 notes, 2nd finger on the 10th fret, followed by little finger on the 12th fret. Then on the top string, first finger on the 9th, and 2nd finger on the 10th, and little finger on the 12th. Okay, so let's piece that together. Okay, and the root note for this position 4 is played on that 5th string 10th fret with the 2nd finger, and so that's the G, and then that note's repeated on the 3rd string 12th fret with a little finger. So those are the G's in that shape. Okay, and then the last one, position 5, so this starts with the first finger on the 12th fret, and then followed by the 3rd finger on the 14th fret and little finger on the 15th fret. Okay, now onto the 5th string, we've got first finger on the 12th and 3rd finger on the 14th. Okay, and when you get to the 4th string, the first finger needs to take a step back onto that 11th fret. So we've got first finger on the 11th, then 2nd finger on the 12th, and little finger on the 14th. And that pattern's repeated on the 3rd string. So from the top. Okay, and when we get to the 2nd string, that first finger moves back up to the 12th fret. That's followed by the 3rd finger on the 14th fret and the little finger on the 15th fret. Then that pattern's repeated on the top string. Okay, so I'll play that all the way through. That's position 5, and position 5's got root note on that 15th fret of that 6th string, and with the little finger, then the 12th fret on the 3rd string with the 2nd finger, and then 15th fret on the top string with that little finger. Okay, so those are all the G's in that shape. Okay, so those are the 5 positions. I'll just quickly run through all those again as a recap. Okay, so we've got position 1, starting with first finger on the 2nd fret. And position 2, starting on with 2nd finger on the 5th fret. Position 3, starting with first finger on the 7th fret. 4, starting with first finger on the 9th fret. Then last one, position 5, starting on the 12th fret with the first finger. Okay, so those are the 5 positions of the Lydian mode. So have a play through those. If you visit my website www.phillewisguitar.com or click on the link below in the text, you'll be taken to my site where you can download a free kind of printable resource sheet showing you all these different positions. So please check that out, and yeah, have fun with them, and I'll see you soon for some more lessons.